there's a way more than 0% chance that I forgot something I was supposed to do. But that's okay. I think I got most of it. I renamed the stream. Well, my iPad's not on. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. Oh. We're gonna do a little bit of this is all the pre-show nonsense. If you're catching me right this minute, I mean, it is what it is. You're catching the pre-show stuff, and actually we're gonna plop in some ads right now so that the pre-rolls stop. Hey Yuck, what's going on? We're gonna do that right now. I gotta unearth my button. We're gonna run 3 minutes of ads. The analytics are live. What's up, crazy? We're going to run an ad, and then we're going to, if you're a sub, hang out with me. Show starts in 3 minutes. And so while that's cooking and doing whatever it's doing, that gives me a chance to get in here and make sure everything is working like it's supposed to be working. So there, we're going to turn that on. I'm going to talk about those a little bit here before we get playing games tonight. And then, pop this out. Pop it out. Pop it out. There we go. Hopefully that gives me what I need to be able to highlight your guys' beautiful chats when they come through. Hey, look at that. How about that? It's not working. That's what you get. More stuff to fix live before we get going. Streamlabs, I think, doesn't like me a ton because I've pretty much, for the most part, just given up on the platform altogether. No, I mean, that honestly, that should have been working. I don't understand why not, but we'll turn it off. We'll turn it back on. And so we should be good. Yay! Oh my goodness gracious. Crazy almost got it before the show even started. There you go. Now you're back. Now you're cooking. There you go. There you go. See? Just sometimes it just takes a minute. Sometimes it just takes a minute for things to get the way you need them to be. And then you roll with it. Oh, so much stuff. Oh, so many wires. Wouldn't mind and that could be it too. I don't doubt that it could be an issue where it's just like, nah. We knew you were good, and so we had to break the machine just for a moment, just for a moment, so that we can putting stuff away here. We got about 30 seconds before we go fully live. No, I'm just gonna leave that on there. I'm gonna leave that on there. Put it in my box of stuff later. Oh, I would say how's everybody doing, but I think I'm supposed to wait for that until the show officially starts, right? I mean, that's easy enough to do. Oh, let's actually start the show. Welcome in. It is time for the Z word. I am your host, Zach Dynamite, and we got a Z words on stream today. We got our sub goal push is at a fever pitch. We've never been closer to the end goal than we are tonight. We are only one away from getting up to 20 subs.
I want to test my luck on the wheel.
You know, you're going to want to, even though honestly, I don't remember if I've updated it or not. I don't care. But remember, next Thursday is the giveaway drawing. So you're going to want to get your tokens up. You're going to want to do what Yuck just did right there. You're going to want to spin that wheel. Crazy's got a spin coming up to them in just a second. It's WrestleMania week. Let me go get my belt. Let me wear it for a minute. It's WrestleMania week. I got my beautiful winged eagle here. A little gassy. My bad. So it's WrestleMania week, so I'm excited for that. A lot of my focus is on that. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to fit in. Ooh. Look at those beautiful hug barrels. I am the hydrate champ, lest anyone forget. World champion. Maybe does it look better over here? Yeah, I like it over here. Last of Us season 2 is out. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I actually got to get caught up on Daredevil too. I'm a little behind, but I work, and then I usually have something to do, and then I don't have time for a show. It's too much. But I'm gonna try to get it in this weekend. I got to go to Sinners this weekend. Oh, that's two tonight that have been like right on. Oh, that's got no chance. We got a trailer to watch tonight. I want to go through the analytics chart a little bit as well. Maybe solicit some ideas of other potential uses of the chart. So, and then we'll play words. You know, it's a typical kind of lazy Wednesday. And I'm excited for it. But how was everybody's weekend? I had a good one. Did some furniture shopping. Didn't actually buy anything, just did some looking. It's a lot of furniture out there, man. That's all I can say. Yuck is working. Had to do a lot of content creation stuff. Realize it, man. And they're not even like, it's not even like they're super long, but man, I'm putting out a lot of videos now. And I remember there was a moment when I was going to potentially like kind of peel back from doing that stuff. But now there's technically we're working on it. But we're working on it. But we you know, it went from like, now there's technically 7 streams a week. 7 streams. I do a little like ad for every retro lunch. I really should probably start doing some ads for at least Zacbox. So I got those. And then I try to find at least a clippable moment. I'm trying to find clippable moments. So then you gotta like put those videos out. I still do the rare occasional review. So I gotta put those out. And it's just like, man, I'm old, man. I'm old. Like, I'm old. That's all. old. I know I'm saying that a lot, but it's true. I'm just old. I can't see anymore. But I am having, but at the same time, while it can be a lot, it is kind of fun to do. It was especially fun to put the analytics chart together. I'm telling you. I'm waiting for tomorrow's Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart World, just so that all the whiny babies out there can continue their whiny babiness. Like, oh, they didn't show us enough. I said there's no way I'm gonna pay $80 for that game. I don't know who Nintendo thinks they are. That's what the internet sounds like when it talks. Yeah, it's mostly just to talk about Mario Kart. But yeah, so I'm waiting for that. Just $80. Don't. I'll wait till it's been hacked, or I'll wait till an emulator. Fuck off. Fuck off. Whiny babies. Privileged little whiny babies. But it is what it is. But no, I didn't come into this one with a ton of stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. And, you know, that's, I mean, if that 10 was the straw that breaks the camel's back for you, then you were pretty close to being done with it anyway. You were pretty close. And that's the one thing that's true, is anytime a new video game system comes out, you are there's always a lot of upfront cost that comes along with that. There's a lot. And so that's just the nature of the beast. You know, new systems, new controllers, new games. Yeah, that is kind of like it's just the way it goes. But it's been a hot minute since the Switch came out. I mean, it's been like 8 years? Something like that. That feels like a pretty fair. It seems like a pretty fair amount of time between systems. I'm telling you, the way I did it is I have my I got my thing in with Nintendo, and if they want to give me the email, give me the go ahead that you've been approved, you're one of the ones we're going to sell it to, then I will bite on the combo pack. And yes, and if I get my hands on a Switch, probably, and I'll look, and as soon as I get my hands on a Switch and Mario Kart, these Wednesdays will become Mario Kart streams. Sorry. Where, like I said, I'm gonna have Chat GPT help me figure out how to build a widget that'll just be on the screen that will literally show in real time, like what my value per dollar is of playing the game. So, we'll start from scratch and it'll be like at 80 and it'll count down, and then we'll just keep doing the math. And then I'm going to just challenge anybody to come up with something. And even if I can't get it to go in real time, I'll do it, and I'll chop it up. I'll figure something out. I'll put it, but yes, I plan on putting it on the screen right in front of all the haters' faces. We're drinking Tonight we're drinking Liquid Death Root Beer Wrath. It's like root beer flavored sparkling water. It's not great, but it's also not horrible. It's not root beer. Don't get me wrong. But I've had way worse. Way worser. Sparkling waters. I also, and maybe I'm a little late to the party, but speaking of Chat GPT, it's wild how you can like they don't really give a shit about things like copyrights and stuff like that anymore. I used to think that it did, but it doesn't. And so, like, who knows what kind of fun stuff we can come up with. I need to make up some Mario Kart hater thing. Yeah, but you got it. And it just worked. Like that looked good. Yeah, like it takes, sometimes you gotta like mold the clay. Sometimes you gotta mold the clay a little bit. Why didn't you just download it? But once you get the clay molded just right. Oh. I was trying because we're 10 days away from the Johnny Mathis concert, one of the final four. And I was trying to get it to do a picture of me shaking Johnny's hand backstage. But they made me bigger and tougher than I thought I was. Oh, see, like it doesn't look. I gave him a picture of me to base it off of. I tried to do me and Johnny Mathis shaking hands at the backstage at the last concert. But that's just straight up. It's Johnny Mathis, man. Like I can tell that's who that is. Yeah, it's not perfect. It was based off, but I gave him a picture of me. But maybe they just don't have enough pictures. They don't have enough pictures of me. No, it's based off me, but not quite right. Or they probably just don't have enough. But it's the fact that it'll spit out a picture with a person who you can tell that's supposed to be Johnny Mathis, that's the wild thing to me. And I owe you a drink, by the way, so don't let me forget. There we go. We got the gnarly Allen wrench. Yeah, I wonder if eventually, if I just keep giving it pictures of me, eventually it'll get it right. If I just keep giving it more pictures of me, like here's another picture of me. Here's another one. Here's one without the glasses. Who knows? But we'll get there. I also that was like on the very first try. So you know, not bad. Not bad. Seriously, man. There's something bubbling and gurgling up there. I keep spitting this stuff out. But hey, crazy, we owe you a spin. Let's get to it. We got to shuffle. We got to spin. Analytics are live. $5,000. The Switch 2 bundles at the time of announcement were $500. Now they're acting like tariffs might change the price. Time will tell. We'll see. But yeah, so technically, if you buy the bundle, you get Mario Kart for $50. So, but they also, the pre-orders were supposed to start like last week. But the thing I'm signed up for, they send out the invites like at the beginning of May. So I won't know until the beginning of May if I've secured one or not. But we'll see. We'll see. And Yuck, spending the last little scraps that they had on the wheel. New spin, new shuffle. Let's see. Let's see if we can make it worth their while. Oh, it's teasing them and teasing them. And then spits, an absolutely dreadful go on the wheel there. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. And even teased you with the return all the DDs. It teased you. It teased you with that. But man, I love the fact that I love that just works. What is it? What is it the kids say? Que sera, sera? Seriously, I'm just burping like a crazy person. I had some broccoli. And so they're all tasting like broccoli. Which is, broccoli's perfectly fine going down, but it's a little weird coming up. No, I think that I'm pretty sure they say que sera, sera is what the kids say. Que sera, sera. A fool and their money are soon parted. That's what they say to me with my That's what all the kids on the internet are telling me about that $80 I'm willing to spend on Mario Kart. A fool and his money are soon parted. But it is what it is. But we got one trailer, and then I did want to look at the analytics chart. So I figured I'd spend time talking about the analytics chart today versus taking away game time tomorrow, because now that we have a full-on chart, I wouldn't want anything to do with that. I wouldn't want anything to do with that. But now that we're going to have the ability, now that you guys are going to have the ability to look at these stats, play around with the stats a little bit, I don't want to waste any time that could be going towards games, because now people are going to want to get their, like, you know what? Let's head over to the game screen. Let's head over there. Let's head on over. But, so we're going to be doing, there should be nothing. I should have thought about that. I should have thought about that before we came to the screen. There's not supposed to be anything on. That's supposed to be the equivalent of a turned off TV ish. Like it's on a TV, it's on a channel that doesn't have anything on it. But we do got a trailer, and we'll watch that first. And then we'll talk about the analytics chart, and then we'll play words on stream and see what we can do. It's a lazy river. It's a race to lazy. But so, hydrate counter. Don't forget to add those 8 ounces. I'm so used to drinking them on retro lunch and not having them count towards the total that now when I drink them on here, sometimes I forget to actually add them to the total because they only officially count on here. It's more of a on retro lunch. It's more of a on just an extra level of retro accoutrement, as the kids would say. The accoutrements of just an extra slice of retro. Today was brutal. I don't know if anybody saw any of it, but I was playing Track and Field 2 for the Nintendo. And I just about, man, there were a couple times where I literally thought, like right here, like right in here, these tendons, these muscles, whatever it is in here, felt like my arm was just going to like snap off at the elbow from jamming that A button. There's a couple of those events, man, like the sprint and the hurdles. Oh, holy smokes. It was tough. But I was able to qualify on every event, which was pretty cool. I didn't think I was going to be able to because I had concerns about like high dive. And that's a weird game, man. It's a weird game. It's got like an underlying like level of coolness that's just like avalanched with a pile of jank. Nog, I think, said that it is technically a janky game. And I guess it probably is. But there's sometimes when you're going through, especially through that first level, when you're jumping through the trees and all that stuff, and you're like, oh man, this kind of feels cool. But then, like, the level design fell apart after that level. Like if you were watching, like the second level is just kill 7 ninjas. Then the third level is just climb to the top as fast as you can. You probably don't even have to like fight anybody. And then the last level is just climb up 3 floors. And then it's over, and then it starts over again. I mean, it's pretty much, I mean, that's the blueprint for like Kung Fu. And people love Kung Fu. I don't think that's actually on my list. Hold on, I'm going to put that on the list real quick. I am fairly confident that for whatever reason, Kung Fu is not on the retro lunch list of potential games to play. So I got to go to my Google Drive. I got to go all the way to the home screen of that. Retro lunch. Retro lunch. Is it on there? No, it's absolutely not. That's a shocker to me. That is a shocker. Put it on the list. Kung Fu, man. Wow. I got to put pinball on the NES. Just regular old pinball, not pinbot. Pinbot rules. Is that on my list? Yeah. Pinbot's on the list. Okay. Whew. I was just about to say, man, because that's a wild scene if that wasn't on there. I should probably put G.I. Joe 2, the Atlantis Factor. G.I. Joe 2. We'll just call it G.I. Joe 2. I'm not going to go through all that. NES. All right. I got to start putting some more Sega Genesis games on there. I also have I have one I want to do next week, but I got to make sure I can make it work. Oh, I wish I could read your name. Oh, you guys can't probably even see that. It's a likely Banivator. They want to give me the best viewers. The best viewers. Not even just some, but the best of all the viewers. That's what they want to give me, and I'm excited for that, but I'm going to ban them instead. They gone. They gone. Gotta go. Gotta go. So we have a trailer to watch. Then we're going to look at Anal-ytics Chart for a little bit. Then we're going to play some words on stream. So this next one, I don't know much about the story. That it's based off a Stephen King short story. Oh, there you go. That's a big role. That's a big role. Too bad the wheel wasn't that nice to you. But I don't actually know much about said story. Other than it is Stephen King. I haven't read it. I probably should read it. Crazy's doing well. I mean, it's 125,000. The drawing's next week, so honestly, good for you to get in there and get what you need. But it's also from director Mike Flanagan, who's done a couple he's done a few Stephen King things that have turned out really well. I'm gonna jump, and then once I land, then I'll play the trailer. But it it, it has the feel of a movie that could end up being it has what I would say are all the makings of a movie that could be really good. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer for The Life of Chuck.
In this moment, I am wonderful.
When you look up at the night sky, it can tell you stuff about your future. It won't lie to you. It's pure that way. You might see a lot more than you wanted. But if you have heart, you have hope. And you have heart in you.
The world, Chuck. Everything you've ever loved. Everything you see. Every year that you live, that world will get bigger and brighter. And more detailed and complex. You fill the whole thing. It'll be a universe. Isn't that wonderful?
Coming in June. Yeah, I hadn't even heard of the story. And so, but there's a lot of people there that I trust implicitly with movie making and acting that like even, and then you slap Stephen King, who when Stephen King does things that aren't horror, they tend to be really good. And like sometimes I think you take people by surprise when it's like, oh yeah, Stephen King wrote The Shawshank Redemption. Stephen King wrote The Green Mile. You know, like the dude's got it in him to not necessarily be scary and mean and gory and scare and all that stuff. He can just do regular old stuff. The rule of Jenny Penn. No, I've never even heard of that. What's the rule of Jenny Penn? Now, I will say this. I love Stephen King. It's a movie. I love Stephen King, but every once in a while, he can be a little hyperbolic in his praise of things. And that's not even to say that movie's not great. But he tends to he has the ability to be kind of like Oh my gosh, that's another broccoli burp. That's the theme of the whole thing. So we'll see. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it. Rule of Jenny Penn. Got a fun little poster. Ooh, it's a New Zealand psychological horror film based on an Owen Marshall Owen Marshall's short story of the same name. I haven't seen Jeffrey Rush in anything in a hot minute. Oh, you have seen it? You've actually seen it? Hmm. Ooh. Some deadly consequences. You gotta love a little bit of deadly consequence. But yeah, I can't even remember the last time I saw Jeffrey Rush in something. So that's good to know that Jeffrey Rush is still out there doing things. Like, no, I've never even heard of that movie. Oh, I know this is gonna blow your ass cheeks clean off your body. I've never seen a single episode of Black Mirror. Not a single one. And it seems like the type of show that would be right up my alley. Like if I had an alley, like the headpin, just based on the kind of show that it is, would be Black Mirror. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, like part of it, it's not even so much that I don't want to watch it. It's just finding the time. Like, Last of Us is starting up, so I want to get on that. I'm 2 episodes behind on Daredevil. Andor is about to start up again here in just a little bit. And so like next week. And so I'm like, fuck. And then there's movies too. Like, and a lot of the time in a weekend that I would be spending watching shows, I go to the movies. So that kind of cuts into the time. And then this weekend's a bad weekend for it altogether. Cause like I said, it's WrestleMania weekend, which means there's WrestleMania Saturday night, WrestleMania Sunday night, 2 nights. No. I don't mean work schmirk. I don't. I'm not going to get caught saying that. That's what I'm saying. And then so like and I still have 1 episode of Harley Quinn season 5 to watch. So it's like I got new stuff that I got to watch. And then we're currently binging for me it's a rewatch. But Lucifer. We're on like in the middle of season 3, the mega season. And so then you add all that together and it's like, I'm desperate. I feel like I have no chance to catch up on like just regular TV. Like none. And then, and then I also want to be able to play like video games not on stream from time to time. I've totally gotten away from practicing the piano, which sucks. So yeah, it's like fine. So, and I've said this before. Like if anybody's got any good techniques or things they do, and we've talked about this before on the show, to like organize and strategize their time more effectively. Now it's one thing to get it all like mapped out, and it's another thing to do it. But sometimes I even have a problem. I have a hard time mapping it out. And so like, I feel like there's a lot of things I want to do that just kind of get poofed to the wayside because I don't I don't hold myself to really strict kind of like time management. So, yeah, Black Mirror is something I've wanted to watch for a long time, and it never pans out. It never pans out for me because like this weekend, in addition to WrestleMania, I am going to see Sinners on IMAX. So I'm excited for that. I'm taking my my monthly subscription to the movie theater for the test. This is going to be my second IMAX of the month. And then I'll get one more movie in next week, and then I'll have taken them for a complete and total ride. A complete and total ride. So I'm excited for that. Don't tell the movie theaters that I'm only out to take them for a complete and total ride. I am like when a movie chain comes up with the like, let's do our monthly plan, you know, where people can see 3 movies a week, blah, 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 blah. I have to be the kind of customer that they absolutely, well, I don't know if they despise, but that they got to be like, no, this is not the one we want. The guy that comes to more movies than he would be paying for otherwise, plus doesn't buy concessions. He just comes in, he flashes his little freebie ticket and goes, sits down and watches the movie and leaves. So all I'm really good for is making the movie theater look full, and then the fact that I will tell people like, go to the movies. No, I heard they have a really good Star Trek style episode, and that I think this season is the one that's supposed like does it have like there's a sequel episode finally, or at least another one? But yeah, and we can't be too far away from Strange New Worlds starting up again. So new Star Trek, and so it's too much stuff. And then I spend all my time working and streaming. to boot. Think of all the shows we could be watching right now. We can get like 2 episodes of Black Mirror in tonight. We can get 3 of them in tomorrow. We could be 5 Black Mirrors deep. But we're gonna be doing words on stream and Zacbox. So that's what we're gonna be doing. All right, let's talk about the analytics chart real quick. Let's talk about it just for the briefest of moments. Look at that. The analytics dashboard. And I think both of you guys have already kind of probably peeked into it a little bit. If there's anybody watching, what we do every Thursday is we play community games. And ever since we started like calling it Zacbox Games and making it a whole night and a weekly occurrence, behind the scenes I've been keeping track of who wins, when they win, what they won, and then I also keep track of the game that you pick next. And in every once in a while, people are just like want to know things about it, want to know who's won what's going on. And then last week we kind of talked about, I just kind of like whiffed into the air the idea of making a dashboard that you guys could just look at. And then I stayed up later than I probably should have that night. Finding a place to build it, putting it together. Seriously, these burps, I had about enough. But but yeah, so like when you click on it, you come here and you can just kind of play around with this stuff. And like it says on there, like some of the things you can find out is just like, how many games did you win in October? You know, you can find out if you've ever won Madverse City. Or you can find out how many people have like let's just like look at those questions. Like how many people have won words on stream? Well, the way you would do that is under games here, you find words on stream and you can see it's been won 57 times. We've played it 57 times. You can see, like you can see on here that we've played 33 different games. We've played 443, and there's been, and the number that really was cool to me is that we've had 56 separate winners of games over the past couple of years, which, to be honest, is pretty cool. Yeah, there's like a core group of people. You can see that we got like the Holy Trinity up at the top of Yuck and me and Copland, but that have been here like since the beginning and that are here every week. But there's other people that are in there, man, and that's kind of cool. So yeah, like how many people won words on stream? You can see here that it's been played 57 times. And so yeah, like Yuck was saying, you can just click on a row to cross-reference, and then boom, now you can see there's been 13 different winners. And you can see how many people have won it and how many times they've won it. Like Yuck likes this one because Yuck has won. We've played it 57 times and Yuck has won it 25. We've played it 25 times. And so you can see that. And then, of course, you can always just click reset the filters. So you can do that. One of the fun ones for me is that, and then you like over here on next game, this keeps track of what the game is played next. And end of night is something I had to add to the sheet when I was cleaning the data. That was one thing that took me probably the most time, is I realized how many different ways I spelled yuck, dumb, boo, bum. Like I fixed this. There were some records for Yuck that had a lowercase y, and that added like 15 to your total count when I fixed it and just made everything with a capital Y. But there were like, I think there were 3 different ways that Crazy's name was in there. And so I had to like go through the chart and fix everything, or like so that trivia murder party, but like with 2 spaces between the Y and the 2. And so it took me a while to clean it all up. And so I'll have to be very careful when I'm entering things in going forward. But one of the cooler things that I realized here is like, you can see end of night, which that just means that was the last game. So there was no next game. And so you just click on end of night and you can see that 23 people have won the last game of the night. 23 different games have been played and won on the last night. And I am the king of the games, of winning games, the last game of the night. Like I'm good at taking it home for myself. And so I thought that was neat, is that you could see that, or like, and then you can start to kind of like look at like, let's pick Copland. So you can see that Copland has won riff tracks the most, but you can kind of then start to see what they like, because for them, the game they pick to play the most next is riff tracks. So they win riff tracks the most, but they also like to like bring riff tracks to the forward. They like to play it. So they pick it. Now, one thing I will say is this, I thought this more analytics thing would be the thing that takes you from page to page, but instead it opens up a whole new browser window, which I don't want. So this button's going to go away. And instead you just can click on 2. Let me reset these. But yeah, so like you can cross-reference like different like silly things. Like you can take Crazy. We can click on Crazy. And then you can just, if you want to, you can find out like both times that you won Job. Those are the 2 games that you picked to play next. One was Rift Tracks, one was Madverse City. So just like silly little things you can find out. And so instead of hitting more analytics, you just go down to page 2. It would have been cooler if just clicking the button sent you there. There's a whole nother set of stats, whole nother thing of analytics. It's a 2-page chart. There's a whole nother chart. So now, because, we were talking about, because this was the question that got me thinking about the dashboard and why we brought it up, was like, how many times have you won in a month? I might have to do that. I might have to do that, Crazy. That's a good idea. Because this wouldn't be, that would be easy to do. That would be easy to do. Link to analytics. But because it was like how Copland has been winning a lot in April. So now you can do that. You can pick a name from here. Let's only look at Copland. And then you can look at you can see like how many times, and then here what you see when you just click on a name is how many times you've won a game, and plus all the dates that you've won games, which you then can either do by descending or ascending order. And so, like before we even start looking at this, like you can then click on May 4th, 2023, and you can see the game that Copland won on May 4th, 2023 was Dictionarium. So that's like one of the things you can do this for. Or like you said, it was Copland, so it was like then you can look and you can see the month, and it'll show you how many you've won. So like you can see, like he really does win. You really do win the most in April, Copland. What's going on, brother? You really, like we were saying like it was a lot, but you have legitimately won the most games in April. And then you can click just in April. So you can see all the April dates that you've won games. Or if you want to, you can even go like, let's look at 2023. And you can see, you won Wheel of Enormous Proportion twice in April of 2023, Quiplash and Rift Tracks. And these are the dates you won them. So then you can, like on April 13th, boom. Yeah, you could see who won the first game ever, because March 23, well, I don't know if this will show you the first game ever won, but it'll show you all the people that won on the first night. So these are the games that were played. And so there's no real order to it. My guess is Rift Tracks was probably the first game we played, if I had to guess. And then we can click on that. And then when you go up to player name, you can see it's Yuck. So potentially Yuck won the first game ever. Potentially. So you can mess around with that a little bit. And then this last one is just what percent of the time have you been the winner based on how many times we've played a game. So like we'll pick Crazy again for this one. And then let's pick a game that Crazy has won, because it won't show you games that you haven't won. So Crazy's won high-low the most of any game. Crazy's won it 3 times. So you pick on only that, and then you can see that Crazy's won high-low 30% of the time that we've played high-low. And you did it all in one night. High-low 3 wins on October 24th, 2024. That's when you won. We've played 30% of high-low that day. But yeah, so yeah, you can just click on it and go crazy. And then the first time you won a game was March 21st, 2024. And that game was What the Dub. You won What the Dub on March 21st, 2024. And now this is something that will be updated after the end of every Thursday night. So it doesn't update in real time. You actually have to update the info. But once I have the analytics chart filled out, then you can go. All I got to do is do a little quick data refresh, and then boom, all the new data will be in there, all the new dates, all the new wins. And it, like I said, it's accessible to you guys at any time you want to look at it. It's there. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to keep it. And so, like I said, there's some space in here to add more things depending on how complicated I want to try to make stuff, more potential visuals, but there's room to grow. And if we find out more things we want to do, we can always add that. So yeah, feel free to play around with it, mess around with it. I find I have fun just clicking through it. You can always just reset the filters. Bang, bang. And then, like I said, like this was supposed to take you back to page 1, but like, see, it opens up a browser instead. And that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it to work like this. But that's not how it works. So I'm gonna check out that button, the more analytics button in the other one. Oh yeah. So no, that's here. It's, you'll be able to play around with this data all you want, mess around with it. Nothing you can do to break it. I'm the only one that can break it.
Hello, streamer.
Crazy wants to spin.
My luck on the wheel.
So let's do it. New spinner, new shuffle. Let's get this shuffle in for Crazy. Crazy saw that come up about the giveaway on the 24th and was like, oh, I need more. I need more tokens. Slow down. Stop. Oh, I wanted to give you the full list there. I wanted to give you it all, but I couldn't do it. We got 1,000. Wanted to give you 25. I couldn't do it. The only thing about this is when the wheel goes down, it starts that music and then I got to turn it off. There, you want to know? This is another thing where it's going to sound really fucking I don't pretentious, but that's another thing that actually that doesn't work because of my microphone. It was too nice. It's the same reason why voice mod is such a pain in the ass to deal with. And I don't even know if it works in Windows anymore.
I want to test my luck on the wheel.
There was you could use the voice recognition software in Windows with StreamerBot. This the tool I use to kind of make some of the different things you guys can do on here to actually have things happen if it picked me up saying certain things. You could, but it wouldn't work with my microphone. So that's actually something I thought about trying to do in the past, because then I could be I could say things like play trailer 1 and then it would just play it. I could be like, no hands, mom. Look at that. Or spin the wheel. And then the wheel would come up. But I got to find a different avenue into that. But voice recognition is not an impossibility. It was just more of my mic didn't want anything to do with it. And I like my mic. There's been times where I've thought about replacing it with something different that wouldn't give me all these issues, but I like it. And I've had it for a while. I'm telling you, these burps are wild.
Streamer.
So Copland and
luck on the wheel.
Oh, Copland and Crazy some spins. Then we'll take another 3-minute ad break, another pre-roll protection break, and then we'll start up Words on Stream after we get back from that. But let's bring up the wheel. We got a couple spins here to do. One for Copland, new spinner, new shuffle. These burps tonight, I don't even know where they're all coming from. I'm just super gassy for some reason. 2,500 for Copland. And then Crazy wanted another one. So new spinner, new shuffle, big spin. Let's see what Crazy's got. 1,000. Oh. You know what I should do? Because Copland just hit 22 on the roll. I don't think I have this kind of granular ability, but with that being my favorite number, I would love for if you hit a 22, it would like be like whatever the hell, like as high as the multiplier could go. But I don't think I have that kind of granular ability. I think it's locked into ranges, which sucks. So let me look. I'm gonna look. I'm not gonna. Oh no! I was like sitting there like, which is the right one to pick, and I picked the wrong one. I wanted to look and see if I can set just one number at a really high thing. I think it's it. This might not even, like, honestly, the slots might work in something that doesn't even, oh, no, here it is, I think. No, I don't, you want to know what's funny? 'Cause I don't even know if I know where the slots is. It's got to be in here, though. It's got to be in here somewhere. Hold on, I got to find it now. I got to find it. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's that and that. Oh, there is a 6. You know what? There's no longer a cooldown on slots. Slot away. Now I gotta find the rules for slots. I don't even know where to find it. That's how long it's been. Let's get this wheel out of my face. All right. We're gonna run a quick 3-minute ad to Oh! God damn it. Now I gotta get it on the other one. There's nothing there that I'm super worried about anybody seeing, but I probably shouldn't be there. No, thank you for telling me. I was getting all my windows mixed up. 3-minute ad. We'll be back in just a little bit. Words on stream. All right, so I'm going to try to find slots. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Don't need any of that. I can't even do that. I can't even do that. All right, hold on. Here we go. I found it. The preferences. There's that and that. I don't care about that. Where are the rules? I don't even know where the I don't even know where to look. Because those are the combos that trigger a win. Oh, that's not even what I want to be looking at. I don't want to be looking at slots. What am I doing? I just want the gamble gamble preferences. Nope. All right. Yeah, see, here's the problem. I wish, because you can only set there's like zones. There's zones. It's 1 to 25, 26 to 50, 51 to 75, 76 to 98, and then 99 and 100 with the 10-time multiplier. Where I would prefer to just be able to pick any random number and make that like the jackpot number. And I can't. And that's not cool, man. But you can, but for all you slots maniacs, Slots now has no cooldown. So you can just rampage through slots at will. Go for it. I find it to be a seriously silly use of your tokens, but you know what? Why not? Slot it up. And gamble and do all that stuff. We got about 27 seconds until we return to the regular show. The slots is the easiest way to throw every single one of your tokens in the trash can. And I wish I knew how to add my own. I need to find a place that lets me do a better slot. Some of these things, I gotta. Welcome back to the Z Word. If you were on a commercial break, there we're back. We were just messing around with the slots, trying to figure out if we can update the gamble to let me pick the jackpot one, but it didn't work. So instead, we're gonna go over and we're gonna play some words on stream. Let me go find a mirror link. So gassy. There's probably people that hate me because they're like, you spend the first hour and you don't even play the game you say you're playing. There's the mirror link. All right, slow down with that so I can pin the mirror link. Slow down. There we go. And now we can start. Let's just find some words. Find some words. I'm going to try. Hey, look, there's a Z in the puzzle. There's a Z in the puzzle. There's a Z in the puzzle. I'm excited. This is amazing. Maxim. Even though I want those Z's. The Z's are what you want, man. That's 10 points a pop. That X is not bad either, though. That X is not bad either. Maxi. Am I good? There we go. I'm like, am I good? Am I cleared? Am I clear? And I was. Amex. They're not gonna do that branding. Liquid Death. Good job, Crazy. Root Beer Wrath. It's all right. I can't believe that there was a Z, man. Like a workable Z. Iman. It's so rare that they give you, Nog! What's good? I got to start looking into the concept here in the not too distant future of doing a jank week on Retro Lunch. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look at that. See, and I stepped up to the plate. I stepped up to a plate. To a plate, not just the plate, a plate. I just found a plate and I stepped up to it. And we, you know, like I had to get it right. Debt. Debate. A bet. A bet the debt with a debate. I see another word in there. I see a couple words in there, actually. But I'm locked out. I'm locked out. We got a date. We got a beat. Those were the two words I saw. So now I'm in trouble. Because a bet's a good one. Bead is a good one. Oh, you got me. You beat me to the punch. You beat me to the punch on that one. Troy and Abed in the morning. Nights. My answer was streets ahead. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Got him.
How are you doing, Nog? How are things going? Pop, pop. I need to bring more sounds in. I need how I don't have pop, pop. I don't know. Hold on a second. No, I agree wholeheartedly. That's why I went to go get my sticky notes. Another burp. Slowly but surely, all the burpage is coming out of me, and they all taste funky. They all got that broccoli tinge on them. Got a tinge of broccoli, but pop pop needs to be, yes. Should just do that in real time. The Q is fake, folks. The Q is fake. Don't buy into that. Tonight. A little West Side Story there from Yuck Dum Boo Bum. The music of the night, a little Phantom by me. Golden Rob! It is good to see you. We were talking earlier today about the brand new usable analytics chart. You can get the link currently on the Discord. We're going to make it something you can link to here as well. We do have a Discord. It's not super active, but it's there. It's there. If you got something in your heart and you need to let it out, the Discord's a good place for that. Toting. I'm toting. Need to put a little reverb on the mic, then I can really sing. Doop-a-doop-a-ding. Hotting and a tong. I like a little tong. What's 5-letter word before night? It's ingot. Ingot. Got him. That's two. That's two perfect rounds. You move through the game very fast this way. And I'm still holding on to a lead somehow, some way. I'm excited for that. Oh no. I think the eye is fake. Yeah, the eye is fake. There's a hidden letter too, but the I is fake. Well, maybe not. Or did I not spell it? The C might be. It's the C. Okay, it's the C that's fake. So the I's in there. That doesn't really help us though, I don't think. So the C is fake. I gave you guys bad info. I think Golden Rob, I think Coplin is right. I gave bad info. I gave bad info. Oh, we got a P. Well, there's only one E. It's repair. It might be a little too late. Might be a little too late. Let's find. Let's hope not. Ugh. 3 R's. Shoot. We reaped what we sowed right there. Oh, it's so short. Almost. Anybody got one away? 1 point away. I take full responsibility for that. I fed the chat. I fed the audience bad information. Shame on me. Slap my all the gases that I got going on. All this broccoli gas that's coming out of my mouth. It's messing up with my head. Or maybe I just didn't want to cough up the lead. Maybe I just wanted to be the winner for once. Maybe I just wanted to be the winner for once. I just wanted to win. That's all. I just wanted to win. I just wanted to win. I don't have any Pop Goes the Weasel clips. What the gas? The Prime Minister Pete Nice. He'll go sell you a baseball card now or something like that. I think that's what he does. MC Search every once in a while just pops up doing a live on TikTok to like 200 people. That's the whole thing. You would think he would just be like Bert Kreischer and just keep telling his MC Hammer story over and over again. And then you would get just people to listen to the fuck out of the MC Hammer story. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. So what have you been up to, Golden Rob? What have you been up to? Oh, we got a, We used to use predictions because when we first started doing Mario Kart on the stream, it was a series where it was Zach versus Dave. And my buddy Dave would come by, and anybody who wanted to race could race, but the thing we kept track of was how many times or how many, like who did the best out of me and Dave every race. And we used to use predictions for that. So it's an insane week altogether. WrestleMania week will do that to places, Golden Rob. Hydrate champ. The current words champ. I'm gonna lose it real quick though. I mean, because it seems like you could put something like, you know, will Zach win? You know, now that we have the analytics chart, and now that you can kind of like track tendencies. Like maybe I could put it in a thing. It's like, oh, we're playing riff tracks. And then it'll be like, will Coplin win riff tracks? Yes or no? And now you can make an actual, you know, educated bet. You can make an educated bet. Like the Wheel of Enormous Proportions pops up. Is that going to win? You know, like real quick, just for example, You know, you can be like, only me. Only the wheel of enormous proportions. I win it. So the odds are I'm going to lose, but I probably do win it more than anybody else. I've won it 34.62% of the time it's been played. I'm just saying it's a thing. Or if we wanted to find out, Copland on Rift Tracks, they've won it almost 40% of the time. You might want to take that bet. You might want to put some dynamite dollars on the line. Just saying, you can't do like odds. Like we can't put real odds. But, so like, you never know. You never know. You can make educated guesses now, though. It's almost always the best bet to bet against the person winning. But a Jackbox bookie. Oh, shoot. I see another word. You stink. You stink. You stink. That's not right. Fair enough. Fair enough. We got the number 9 here. We got the number 9. Gene! Gene! I'm waiting for one of the words to be finance. Yes. I mentioned at the start of the show, but we are our subscription drives at a fever pitch. We've never been closer to our goal than we've ever been tonight, and we're only one away from our overall overarching goal of 20 subs. We're one away, and so if you have it in your heart to either sub for yourself, maybe you've lapsed and you want one of those cool finance emotes, or you just want to gift one to some random member of the community that might see that pop up and go, oh yeah, I don't have room for it. I don't have enough subs. I need more subs. They lock them away. They lock them away. It's overarching, isn't it? Where are we at on this, everybody? I think I don't know. Let me look. I'll look and see if I got any more animated ones. But is it overarching or overarching? Animated. Yeah, that's one of those words where I feel like I've probably said it. There's like different, I've said it both ways. No, we can do an animated emote. We can do animated. Cause yeah, I just even though I could technically, another thing I could do is I could bring the me licking the Switch game with the hot dog outfit on. and take that out and put in just a regular one subway. I'll have to come up with a design for it. Hammock. In the hammock? The hammock. I think it's arching, but that's one of those words that no matter how, if somebody comes at me with that, either way, I know what they mean. I'm a bit, unless it's like in a social setting where like I'm gonna like mess with like a buddy or something. Like I'm very big on the concept that if I know what you meant, then I don't feel the need to have to like fix it. And so if somebody said overarching or somebody said overarching, I know exactly what you mean. So I'd be like, let's just roll. But I think it is overarching. No, don't do that. Don't. I'm just never going to say it again. Just to be safe. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, we haven't done that in a hot minute. Let's draw for tokens. We'll do that after this round. Oh, I wanted that G to be alive because I wanted to do Glee. Somebody got Vile. That's good. Belie. Belie is a great word. Good job, Golden Rob. One word left. And it's... Oh.
Got him!
How did we not get a vibe there? Good job. All right. So we're going to mute that music. We're going to bring up... Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, we haven't used our old pencil doodad in a hot minute. Gotta hide these from you. Gotta hide these from you. The sprain. But the way this works. Ooh, Casey Kasem. That's a great voice. But the way this works is, well, I got to get the music. We got to get the music. But we play 5 rounds of Gartic's show. I draw stuff. You guys try to guess it in chat. Whoever's got the most points at the end of the 5 rounds for drawing for tokens, they get 10,000 official Z-word tokens. Nah, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's probably there. I probably just got to find it. It's all there. It's all out there now. Nobody uses those anymore. They're fun. That's a fun way to, like, finance would be excited. Yeah, that's a great clip. You got me reading a goddamn dead dog dedication. Some AI voice. Finance thinks that that's a great use of your on the financial hierarchy. That falls under bits. With that kind of stuff, I don't get all the bits because the company Tangia gets like a chunk of the bits for putting it together, which is fine. But that's the way you can get me like 80% on the dollar is through the AI stuff or through the Tangia stuff. All right, let's get started. 5 rounds. All right, what am I gonna pick? Oh my goodness gracious. All right, I think this is the best I can do with these things. I think I'll do all right here. It's gonna take me a minute to get everything together, and it's not gonna be perfect, but hopefully you'll get it once I. Well, I guess no. That's probably no. I drew this wrong. I was gonna say, imagine that you're looking through. I drew that wrong. Side mirror was probably what. I wish it was side mirror so I could give you points for that, Golden Rob, because that's my fault. That's my fault. But yeah, it was the rear view mirror. My bad. All right, here we go. It's another one. I think I'll do this one better. I'll do this one better. I hope. Yeah, the nightstand. I had to draw the bed so you knew there was a nightstand. And Golden Rob is robbed again. Oh no, Golden Rob got it. Good. Oh, I saw Yuck wrote nightstand and I was like, don't give me a break. No. Okay, good job. But yeah. So I had to like circle my way around to the correct answer. Oh, I don't know what this. I don't really know the best way to draw this at all. I'm worried I'm gonna have to write words on the screen, and I don't want to do that. But so I don't know a good way to do this. It's not that this is meant to be a hand. It's meant to be a hand, not scissors. It's meant to be slapping. It looks kind of like a crab thing, slapping down on his head. And then, yeah. Hold on. Now I'm going to start giving it away. I'm going to use words. It's getting close enough in the timer. Hurt. Yes. Ouch. That hurt. The other one was durian. Like, and that's the thing that like tastes like, is that the thing that stinks but tastes fine? Or tastes like, shit. I can't remember. And so I didn't want to mess with that one. But yes, hurt was what that was. What are these? Actually, this one's not horrible, but it's not good either. I'm not gonna be able to do this one in a way that like people are gonna like. Because I stink at drawing. And then like you got your helmet, and that's supposed to be a head, and then the arms are out here. And then there's like the pedals, but I'm not a draw them, so I'm just saying the word pedals. The wheels are way too big. You're getting there. You're getting there, Yuck. It's not motorized. It's just the wheels are too big and you're just going. You put on your helmet and you go. What are you doing? You just go. It's not a big ass bike. Imagine it's a regular bike. You're just cycling. Yeah, you're just cycling. It's a regular bike. I just drew it like shit. That's all it was. We got one more to go. We got. All right. I think I can do this one. I think I can do this one. I think I can do this one. All right. So you got, here's the side of it. And then there's this. And there's this. And there's this and this and this. And there's kind of like a thing on the side here. And it, for the most part, they tend to be green in my universe. And then they're going to have little, I got to draw. Then they have like black like thing. And then one of them like is over like this. And then there might be like a little bag of this here, a little bag of that, a little bag of this. I feel like I drew this pretty good. I feel like I drew that pretty good. Thank you, Nog, for saving my bacon on that one. Like, I feel like I did all right with that one. I did horrible with some of them, but I feel like I drew something that looks like a dumpster. Ish. It's a dumpster. That's the WM, waste management. I don't know who won that one. Golden Rob may have won it just based off of one round. Because I don't think Copland's 2 wins add up to Golden Rob. Yeah, Golden Rob. You did it. You did it, Golden Rob. And you get 10,000 tokens. Bang. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. All right, let's turn that music down. Words on Stream is graciously sitting here waiting for us. We got to get back to it. We're going to level 12. Let's turn the music back on. Going back to level 12. All right, I'm telling you, man. People come. Oh, let me go clear that off. Clear that off. Get that out of there. People come here and they're just like, did they actually fucking play Words on Stream? Why does he say it's a Words on Stream? Another broccoli burp. That's a lot. It's a lot of broccoli burps. Oh, I bet that Z is fake now, though. Bet that Z is fake now. Dicks. Yeah, I think this will work. Right? Where are my Jaws players at? Show me that conch shell. Show me the conch shell. We got it. That's all we needed. We got the chronic and we got the conch shell. Horn has been established. The choir has been established. Corn, children of the corn. Sheik is here. I already got that. I don't even remember typing that. That must have just, that was at the very beginning. Like that must have been like instinct. Instinct. Icons. Rich. All right, we're moving on. That's the secret. It's just to move on. Like everybody at the church at the end of Lost. Getting ready to move on. And to let go. That's a show I would rewatch in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Cinch is lost. Love lost. Boom, 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 boom. Going up 2 levels. Probably the proper pace for us at this stage of the proceedings. That's the proper. There's a fake letter and a hidden letter here. Fats Domino. Man. Fates. So there's an E. There's an E. We know there's an E. We know there's an E. Feats. Feast. We're cooking. That V is up to no good. Eats is there. How about a seat? Yes. Yes. There's a seat. I love it. East. Sate. Tease. Tease. That's a good word for this puzzle. All right, we still need one more word. There it is, safe. We have 69 points. Did we just sit there and enjoy that 69 points? Or do we dig in? And there's one more 5-letter word here. I'm kind of curious as to what that is. Fetas. You have multiple feta cheeses. Why didn't anybody tell me the goddamn cheese was so good? Yeah, because if you got more than one feta, that means you don't have any. That's what it means. We're moving on 2 levels. I'm not doing nearly as good as I did last time. Not nearly. Let's continue our journey. There's a fake letter and a hidden letter. Yeah. So I was on to something. I just decided not to type or type at all. That's great. Shelf. I don't know what we got here. We got herself. That's not how you spell it, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. Hearse. Shelf. Somebody got that already. Oh, man. Freeze. Good job. Golden Rob. I want to get something here. I feel the need to help, but I can't quite grab onto something here. Reels. Oh, that should have been mine. That's the one I should have got. Flesher. Flesher? What is that? What is a flesher? Oh my goodness. We're moving on. Moving on. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Mac tonight is a flesher. Oh no. Come on now. Oh, I need to get something with Mac tonight. Oh, I'm writing that on here too. I got too many things. Mac tonight. I have some ideas. Probably. I need a little jazzy riff. Okay. Don't be mean. Filet o flesh. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. Hold on. Hold on, we're gonna do something real quick. We're doing something here. I can't spell though. Why can't I spell? Oh.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
All right. You caught me. You caught me in between rounds. So let's do it. Draw me like a French girl. Draw me like a French girl. I think that should do enough to block. That should do enough to block. 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Okay, good. Yes, this is... Oh, let me get the music going. Oh no, I guess there's not gonna be any music. Hold on. There you go. Golden Rob. Easier, better. Easier, better. There we go. Oh no. All right. I got it. I got it. I got it. Taquito! What's good? All right, pardon the color here. But I'm just trying to like kind of like do like this isn't perfect. This isn't perfect. And then I know this isn't super great drawing, but yeah, there it is. So somebody got it. Somebody got it. It's a carnivore. Yeah, eating the meat, but don't eat the veggies. All right. Oh. Okay, let's go on to the next round. All right. I should be able to do something with this. It's just a dude. Okay, the one hint I'll give is the piano is just the instrument I picked, but it doesn't have to do with what the picture is. There you go. Golden Rob got it. Yeah, the piano is just what I picked to draw with. It was either going to be that, it was going to be a saxophone, and then eventually, if you guys were starting to pile in the piano stuff, I was going to be like, well, pump the brakes on the piano. We don't need that. All right. All right, I can do this one too. These ones are much better. These ones are much better. It's just a wagon. It's a wagon. It's a wagon. Taquito Plays, what have you been up to? How are you doing tonight on this beautiful, beautiful spring Wednesday here at the Z Word Show? Ooh, one more. Oh, well, yeah, that's a bummer. Well, make sure you relax. You take a breath, get your fluids, and do all that stuff. And hopefully you're up and at 'em sooner than later. I'm going to draw this the way I remember them looking. And then you would take this. Yeah, and you would stick the thing in there. A pencil sharpener. It's an old school pencil sharpener. You put it on, like, then you go up to the, like, you know, and spin that bad dude and sharpen it up. That's what it was. I think Golden Rob just trounced you guys on that one. Yeah, that's an absolute Golden Rob. Golden Rob gets what I'm doing. Golden Rob understands the art. Appreciate you. You know, you get 10,001. You get 10,001 official Z Word tokens from that. All right. Let's see if we can finish this thing out. Let's see what we can do. Hold on. Mute that. Mute it. Mute it. Clear that off the screen. Let's go back to words on stream. Oh no, get the music back. Get the music back. All right, and let's get back to it. Level 18, things are tough right now. This could be the last round of the night. No, we know there's a D now. We know there's a D. Give me denim. Punch him into jeans. Punch him into jeans. Get on it. Mained. We got all the letters. Now we got to get the big words. Named. Maiden. Taquito with a big word there. Oh, we're running out of time. I don't know anything with median. Taquito gets the other big word. What else is left in there? Media. Oh, we're one word away. We're one word away with these letters. Oh, what could it be? I'm not being helpful at all. All I'm doing is talking, probably making it harder to play. Oh no, come on. Oh, there it is. All right. Because honestly, we got to get one more round to make the end of the show time out just right. We needed one more round. I'd have been stuck flat-footed with like 9 minutes to kill without this round. I'd have been stuck flat-footed. All right. So now whatever happens, happens now. Moves. Moose. Moose was a word, so there's 2 O's. There's 2 O's. Just so you know, there's 2 O's. And the B is fake. That B's got to be fake. Right? Noose. That's not nice. Man. So we know there's 2 O's and we know that the B is fake. So what is in there? I don't know. I can't suss anything out. No, I don't see anything outside of the moose. Venomous. Venom, venom, venom. We're not gonna get another 30 points out of that though. But Taquito plays. Way to get one last big word out of there. And then before we head to say our goodbyes. Before we head to say our goodbyes, we'll also rate out to another words on Streamer here in a little bit. I have to find that in a second. But let's mute this. But before we do that, check it out. Check it out, yuck. The Filet-O-Flesh. You want cries with that? How about that? That's a good one. I'm gonna post that in the I'm gonna post that on the Discord too. I will. I'm going to, without a doubt. But I had that cooking in the background while we were playing. Half the time, half my giggles were me looking down at the screen and seeing that and then laughing. The Filet-O-Flesh. You want cries with that? Man, Mac tonight was a fucking pimp, man. I love that dude. Oh my goodness. And it'll stay on the screen. We're going to leave it on the screen as we go back to the studio. See, it's there. It'll haunt your dreams down in that corner. Look at that. And so, but we do, hold on. Let me see if I can, find somebody to rate out to. I want to try to be better about this. And I want to kind of keep us in a wordy place. I don't know who all is wording though. There's not a lot of us. Ruha 913. We're going to rate out to Ruha 913. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Just put it like on there and just have it be there, scaring motherfuckers. You know what? I bet I could probably get that printed and put it, like, I don't necessarily want to replace its Pop Not Soda, but to get a 3x2 of that and put it back there. That would be funny, because I think somebody would print that for you. I think so. I think that's enough of a satire, or so we'll have to look into that. And that was only a first go off a pretty basic prompt. So I like it. But like I said, it's pop, not soda. Support your local movie theaters, folks. Sinners from Ryan Coogler. We watched the trailer for it on here. It looks amazing. I'm going to see it in IMAX on Saturday. It's going to be spectacular, but there's a lot of stuff at the theaters. If you want to go see something, there's plenty of options for you if you're not quite into vampires and all that good stuff. But we have a good one. What else we got going? It's WrestleMania week. That's exciting. Don't forget, WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday. Oh man, I live for it. And then what else? Follow on all social media. Remember, we do 2 shows. We do this show and Retro Lunch every Monday through Friday. Tomorrow we got I can see on the studio. Speaking of corporate nonsense. Oh no, not that. Not even that. Go to the schedule scene. There you go. Right there. Yo Noid. The old Domino's pizza pitch creature is coming to Retro Lunch tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun and exciting. But follow us on all social media at the Z Word Show, X, TikTok, YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe. If you feel like it, comment, because the comments are, that engagement is what really drives things. Really drives it. Engage with it. If you see the content out there and you can engage, help keep us pushing all this cool stuff out to folks. We're gonna raid Ruha. Oh, I haven't been playing my music. Don't let me forget to play my music when I'm doing this part. I should start all the way over. All right, everybody. So we got to get out of here for the night. And so remember, it's pop, not soda. Support your local movie theaters. This weekend, I'm going to see Sinners by Ryan Coogler on the IMAX, and I can't wait. But if that's not the kind of movie for you, remember, Minecraft is still out. There's all kind. There's that movie about the lady who has to kill her date so that they won't kill her kid. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Drop. Plenty of cool stuff to see in the movie theaters. Remember, support on all social media at the Z Word Show. We're on Twitch. We're on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, YouTube, TikTok. We're there. If you have any of those platforms, make sure you're following, make sure you're liking, make sure that you're commenting on those videos. Get them out in front of people. Share them. Do whatever you got to do. That would be more than any of the finance stuff. That is the best way to support this show, is through that social media stuff. And all right, let's get the raid for Ruha up and running. ROOHAA 913. No, just what I haven't thought that far ahead. Just say hi, be cool, show this cat some love. I don't know anything about him other than he's playing words. It's Words Wednesday. And more important than all that, stay safe, stay cool, and of course, stay hydrated. Here comes that raid. It's putting it together right now. Yeah, the outro works a lot better with the music. And then remember, we're back here tomorrow. Zacbox Games. It's going to be a great time. Analytics are live. See you over there at Ruha's. So they're over there. They're raiding. I'm just dancing to this music. Hanging out. They're missing all this cool extra content. I'm doing it mostly to see if anybody will ever comment on this. All right. Peace.